Don't say anything. Don't say anything stupid now. Don't say anything stupid now, Preston.
All right, let's go close guest. All right, let's transition that. All right, there we are. What's
transition that?
Wow.
What can they see?
Oh,
they
let me
can see
retweet that we're
this.
live.
I gotta mute that tab.
Hey, that's a nice.
Oh my
That's
God.
that's a nice gift there, Alex.
Huh?
Hey.
Oh yeah.
I like the Labyrinth t-shirt, buddy.
Yeah.
Yes,
Nice.
same. Same. Oh, I haven't got NATO open. Hold on a second.
Oh no, that's fine.
Ooh.
Hey, why's my text backwards?
It's D&D.
Why is that a different size? That's not fair.
It's alright.
It's alright.
It's
alright.
right.
It's alright.
I think everybody's backwards, but that's okay.
We are all backwards.
Very backwards.
We are pretty
Yep,
backwards
yep,
as a group.
yep,
Yeah.
That defines the group, though. So.
Yeah, pretty much.
The backwards man. The backwards man.
Backwards, man. Backwards, man.
Yeah.
I walk back fast you can. I walk back fast you can.
Ah, fuck.
What a good movie.
Yeah, because the map will be backwards.
Such a good movie.
The map will
Freddy
be
got
backwards
fingered.
if I don't do everything backwards.
Yeah, that's
Daddy
silly.
fingers, Freddy.
All right.
Because you're the Baron. Oh, sorry.
Yes, I can.
Let's get into it. So we do the quick wrap up. You guys escaped from the SandBroker, made your way to the Pyramid Oasis, the huge town built like an upside down pyramid. You got roped into helping out a resistance, so you headed to Bimo Village, where you encountered a whole bunch of company men and decided to go actually up to their base and fight them. Along the way, you encountered some dreams with the Red Wizard himself, what you had gathered the leader of the company. Upon getting to the actual place, I think it's Westling. Let me just make sure so I don't say the wrong stuff. Yes, it is Westling. Westling, you guys were met up by a bunch of the other resistant fighters. They were going to cause a distraction for you, so you could go in and effectively chop the head off the snake and hopefully like seal the deal. But it was actually a complete ruse by the Red Wizard. He knew you guys were coming and wanted you away, as far as away from Bimo Village, so he could set up his plan. So as soon as you guys got there, you were distracted by his two lieutenants fighting them, while he escaped with an army of undead back to Bimo Village. And you guys, so after defeating the lieutenants, you guys headed back to Bimo Village. You encountered a whole bunch of undead. You rescued some of the children. And now you guys, Trickery had tried to go towards the cave, and a whole bunch of undead seemed to, like, nearly guard dog out of the ground to protect the entrance of the gate. So since by himself, he kind of moved back away from the door, and I think you met up with the rest of the crew now?
Nah, I was still sitting down there waiting for him.
He was like waiting for us.
Okay.
Well, actually, seeing as I'm an arsehole, I'm going to be sitting there walking backwards and forwards between the zombies just to piss them off so they keep popping up and out of the dirt.
I was going to say, that's exactly what's happening. They pop out, and you kind of gathered where you can stand without them kind of like popping out.
I'm just picturing Michael Jackson's Thriller music video at the moment, that's all, with the zombies just popping out of the ground.
Alright, so the rest of the crew is all together at the moment. Actually, that's what the last scene of last episode. Just a wave of energy, of evil energy, had like just shocked waved out of the cave itself, and all party members have felt this presence that it hit them. And yeah, you instantly would just like tracked your eyes onto the actual cave itself, the cave entrance.
Did it feel like evil? Like, was it just pure magic, or did it have like a sense of purpose or intent?
Well, actually, yeah, you're pretty arcanic, so give us a roll.
Oh, have a go.
Yeah, have a
I
go.
check, seeing as I'm close to.
Like if you want to, yeah.
Oh my god.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah, that's not gonna get old.
No.
That would be a 15.
20.
20.
Nice.
15 and 20. Yeah, you both can kind of recognize that. It's just something is getting used at the moment, and it's just perpetrating evil energy off it. Like, it's just the feel of it, how like strong the magic is getting used, whatever is happening in that cave at the moment.
Papa?
With you at the moment is still the old guy, which I'm retroconning because I didn't like his old name, and also I don't remember it. So he's now Phil. He is
What?
Phil.
He's
Phil.
now
Phil
Phil.
now?
Yeah, Phil.
Is he a doctor?
No,
Oh my
well, he's
God.
like a sort of sage. So he's got a whole bunch of like. He's not a magic user per se. He just kind of uses like nearly apothecary kind of figure, where he kind of uses bones and stuff like that to like tell futures and blah blah blah. But
Phil.
Phil the apothecary. But yeah, he is.
Carry Phil.
Yeah, he is currently looking after
He
the young
fills the vials.
the young girl that even though you guys healed her, like a black kind of infection was around the bite wound.
Does he have a partner at his practice called Harpo?
No, definitely not. I'm not embracing that joke. So
She's a strong, independent woman. Come on.
yeah,
on
no,
him,
yeah, and who is with you at the moment? There is Zach. I'm pretty sure Zach's still with you, wasn't he? Let me just check.
Nah, he.
Zane,
I passed
sorry,
him
Zane.
I passed him as I
Who
rode
the
in.
fuck is Zach?
Yeah, Zane. Sorry,
Got
Zane.
a boy band with us.
Yeah,
Phil,
Final
Zach.
Fantasy 15
they're
up.
the resistant Backstreet Boys.
Waiting for Joey to pop along as well.
Yeah.
So yeah, Zane's kind of caught up with you guys, and now like
It's
pretty,
gonna be mine.
pretty much with you guys in that group of 4 when the energy kind of hits, and Phil turns to him instantly and goes like, "We've got to get in there and rescue all the rest of the town." Oh, sorry, I'll put a more of old voice. We need to get in there and. We need to rescue the town and the rest of the resistant fighters that came to help. I don't know where any of them are.
Where were they last seen? Where?
They got here just a bit earlier than me, because what's her name told me to stay back and kind of come in after they'd cleared up the actual town, but I don't think Scartooth realized that it was going to be more of a force than even they could handle. So there was her and the Dragonborn she's with, and a few other just mercenaries she's hired at the Pyramid Oasis just before they headed down here. So Zane's pretty much like grabbing all his weapons already and kind of cleaning them all off, sheathing them, and getting ready to nearly like heading straight towards the cave entrance already.
If so, I would know that the magic, like that magical force that I felt was from the cave. Yeah.
Yeah, everyone could feel that's where it was from. It's just you could kind of you understand like something is getting cast.
I can interpret a bit more.
Yeah.
I turn to the others and I just say, "You guys felt that, right? From the cave?"
Yeah, mate, I felt that.
Oh, my.
I think it even changed my voice a little bit.
He just said just before you said that, Daz had just like taken a shot of whatever he found on the ground, and it's kind of like raspy in his voice now. I think it was just a bit stronger than he realized.
I don't know what they put in this, but goddamn, I need more.
Hey, actually, even you, Oz, that's like not pretty magically inert. You could definitely still feel this presence.
Oh, I feel some sort of presence.
Get your hand off it.
Sorry.
So what's the group doing at the moment? The 4 of you. You haven't seen Trickery at all.
Oh, yeah, he hasn't arrived yet, has he?
Well, no, he snuck
Oh,
past
he has,
you guys.
but we don't know.
Yeah.
I stuck past you.
Yeah.
And we don't technically know about those zombie things, do we?
Nope.
Not yet.
No.
I would like to
I'm
hide.
still. Am I still on this horse?
If you want to be, yeah.
Well, I'm still sitting with the kid, aren't I?
Yeah.
No, I think you.
Did we murder Arthur yet?
No, you
Oh,
hopped off and went inside with everybody else, and now you've
Right.
just come out the front of the town center.
Yeah, that's right. All right. Well, I'm waiting for Preston's orders. Go on.
I think we need to I think whatever it is could be coming from that cave. And I think if we have any chance of getting clues to where people could be, or I don't know, I think that's the answer. I think that we don't have any other clues.
We need to go to the cave.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
So you guys heading towards the cave then?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. So Zane's with you as well. He's like, I did a quick scout around. I can't find anyone. Scartooth isn't here. What's his name? Jesus, I've forgotten his name. Oh,
Jesus.
Eric.
Jesus is here.
And Jesus has
and Jesus.
standing before you. He has
no.
smartened those
Not Sarah.
skeletons away with his.
All right. Yeah. Sorry, Derek. Like I
Fuck.
haven't been able to find Derek. I haven't been able to find any of the mercenaries. I haven't even been able to find bodies. Like I checked the big part. That's when I first got here. Like I checked the pile of bodies, and none of them match any of my friends and colleagues. They must have been taken in there with whatever force is still left over.
Wait, who's telling us this?
Zane.
Okay.
Backstreet Boy.
Okay.
It
So
is,
Zane...
it is a fair description of him because he's very pretty boy, and that's how he acts. And
Oh, I kind of got it from the name Zane.
Yeah.
What is he? Is he? He's actually walking towards the cave too.
Yes.
Is he?
Yeah. He's walking there at a pretty quick pace.
Okay.
So wait, did he yell that to us as we stood still?
I get the feeling he performed it to us.
He did like an interpretive dance.
Everybody,
Right, yeah.
everyone.
And you guys kind of got it.
Half rogue, half bard as well, is he?
Yeah.
Ah.
All right.
Looks like he's
Well, we're obviously going to go with him to the cave, Nato.
All right. So you guys are heading towards more and more of the cave. I need all four of you to roll a perception roll for me.
Are we bringing the little turd with us as well?
Yeah, that's up to you.
Yeah, we're going to have to. He's attached to me right now. I can't get him off.
He's like
I
hugging
appreciate that you thought I said that in character, but that's fair.
And literally, as you turn around, yeah, you see little Arthur kind of like hiding behind one of like the
You mean-
thick
you mean
legs
you
of
want-
Oz. Like
you
he's
want-
he's
You
fitting
want
pretty
fish
much.
in real life too? Hold on.
Oh,
So we're on perception.
Can I be singing a song when they walk up?
They're not up to you yet.
17, Nato.
17.
15.
23.
23. Okay.
Oh, still down over there, mate.
Oz and Daz, you hear a whole bunch of movement next to you in the rubble. Like something is moving around underneath the rubble at the moment.
Hold on, boys and girl. I hear something moving underneath the rubble over there.
And Preston just like looks around. He's just like, "What? Where?"
Yeah,
And
he
then
has
I
no
point.
clue. Yeah, so it's literally, it's just like,
You've got it.
it's, because you guys are up to, like, where on the left of where you would be walking is where like, the housing district used to be. So this is all, like, broken down and crumbled houses, but you hear, like, tin moving and rocks, and, like, it seems to be, like, nearly a wave, kind of, like, something is moving. A good way to explain it is, like, the trash compactor scene in Star Wars. Like something is like,
Oh.
yeah.
You've
Sort
got
us out.
you've got landscaping experience. Tell us what's going on.
Well, looks like they've knocked down the retaining wall and
Fair enough. I have no idea what you were
It
talking
was
about.
very clearly a load-bearing wall, and as soon as it went down, everything else just went straight in with it, mate.
Support beams and everything, yeah.
Yeah, you know it.
So what are you guys doing with this thing that's moving underneath the rubble right now? It seems to be coming close, like it's coming at you guys.
Can I make a perception check and see what's going on?
Well, that's what we did.
Oh,
Yeah.
sorry. Yeah, we just did that.
Yeah, you just kind of see the rubble moving, and it's moving towards you guys.
Oh.
Zane is like turning and like
no.
looking out and like grabbing his like
Wait, there's a
knives.
figure actually coming
Preston pulls out
towards
his
us.
spellbook, and I'm like
There's a
reading
figure coming
fireball
towards us,
spell.
is what you're saying, Nato, yeah?
It just looks like the lump in the trash is moving closer and closer towards you.
Oh, well, then I'll get out my Warhammer.
Preston gets out his book and starts like, I'm readying a firebolt.
Yeah, I moved the boy back. I told him, stay back, boy.
So is it underground or is it?
It's
Is
just,
it in?
it's just because it's all like something's underneath the rubble and it's moving towards you guys.
Okay.
Oh, whack-a-mole. Stay back, boys.
All right, so Oz runs at it and he goes to hit it with a hammer.
Yep.
All right.
Do I roll anything?
No, you all of a sudden you see this humanoid figure come out of it.
Okay.
Now, Pedro, what do they see?
Oh.
I have a picture to reference and put it in Discord if you like.
Okay.
Oh,
Yes.
I see
here
this.
we go. Here we go.
Okay, let me just go
I
to
am
that.
Reggie.
Let me get that.
Let's have a look. It's nice.
Whoa, what the hell is that?
I have to go back to playing Nintendogs on my 3DS.
Oh,
All right,
my-
so
wow.
so Pedro, would you like to explain what they see and like because you've just like because you were in the town helping out and all of a sudden like when you were fighting one of the undeads, one of the buildings kind of collapsed on you and you've finally got a way to like push your way through the rubble and you were just about to pop out onto the track and now there's these whole bunch of people in front of you right now.
I swing my warhammer.
Oh my god.
That's right.
So
I'm
he,
joking. I'm
he
joking.
doesn't look hostile, though.
No, I'm joking. I'm joking.
They see this man figure with a animal pelt over him, and yeah, very priestly in look, and you can tell right away that he's some sort of priest, some sort of sorcerer. And the way he walks and moves around, you can tell that he's almost like in a trance praying.
Wow.
So, okay, I got. What does he have any holy symbols on him?
Yeah, he has a big obsidian kind of disc, almost like a big medallion.
Can I roll religion to see if Preston knows what that is?
Yep, go for it.
That's a 21.
Oh,
shit.
damn. Damn, son.
So what holy symbol is that for?
It represents the deity that I kind of follow. It's called the smoking mirror, or the enemy of both sides.
Oh.
Oh, I'm real turned on right now. I'm not gonna.
All right, so yeah,
that sounds mad sexy.
so Preston kind of knows that this surprise probably not hostile. Like, so what are you doing?
Preston could be like, are you? What'd you say it was called? Like the smoking what? The smoking.
Smoking mirror, or the enemy of both sides.
Only smoking
Okay, so Preston kind of goes forward and he thinks for a bit, and he looks at that symbol and he just says, "Are you a priest of the smoking mirror?"
Yes, I am. From a long line of them.
What brings you here? Like, are you trying to help or were you here before this all happened?
I was here trying to rescue relics for my people.
Were you here when the attack happened?
Everything happened so sudden. All of a sudden, Earth just fell on top of me.
Does he look wounded at all?
Not really. Surprisingly, he just got like bumps and scratches and stuff like that. But yeah, like not what a normal kind of civilian of this town would have kind of got if like a building fell down on them.
Yeah. Okay.
I lift my veil up, and you notice that my skin is almost obsidian-like. It's like a shiny metal, and you realize that I'm an Earth Ganashi.
Oh yeah. Sorry, I like that race every man. In my mind, because of the
Just
picture,
nerded out hardcore, didn't you?
because of the picture in the Discord, I thought you were a Tabaxi.
No, he's not a cat person. No, he's like
wearing
very stone-like skin.
Oh, he's wearing like. Oh, gotcha.
I'm wearing like a pelt.
Oh, I'm picking up what you're putting down.
Yeah, so now you have this complete stranger. He's unaware of kind of the scenario that's happening to this town right now.
Do you know anyone? Like, do you have anybody? Like, are you looking for somebody?
I'm just looking for relics for my people. I read in one of our ancient texts that one of our most prized possessions was around here.
What is it exactly? If you don't mind me asking.
An obsidian dagger.
An obsidian. Would I? Oh, I probably wouldn't have it. Like, this is like really far-fetched kind of specific religious stuff, eh?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah, this is
so-
probably a little bit too specific for you.
Yeah. I don't think Preston would know about that.
No.
I haven't
Um,
stolen
Plus
any
religion.
emails.
Okay, this is nice and all. License and registration, please. I'd like to
Pick it on the black man.
name, please.
Name, please.
Name, please.
Deska.
Deska. I need to write that down too.
Yeah, hold on, I've got to write that down too.
Preston steps forward and puts out a hand as a handshake gesture, and he just says, "I'm Preston."
So what? Here's a good point because we haven't done the introductions of yourselves for a while. What does he see, Preston?
He sees a. Oh, where's my? How tall would I make Preston?
You can
He's
You don't have to be too specific. You can just say
okay.
tall or
Yeah,
short.
he's about 5'10". Messy black hair that kind of like it's really unkept. He's got like square rimmed glasses that he's constantly like pushing up. It's like they don't fit properly. And he's just got kind of ordinarily earthy colored robes.
It's the main character from Log Horizon.
Well, that's yeah, pretty much. Well, I haven't seen it, but yeah.
Fair enough.
Are you old? Are you young?
Preston looks about early 20s.
Okay.
Like he looks young.
Yeah, he looks young. All right.
Not like too young, like but
Yeah, one thing we don't get right here is age. Isn't that right, little shit? We'll pick
All right.
on a
Yeah. So
6-year-old.
you extend your hand out to Deska.
Yep.
Okay.
Okay, then. I'll take my hand back then.
Waiting for a hand.
Preston looks at it and he's just like, oh,
I'm sorry, I don't
I just-
encounter too many people in my travels.
oh, okay, that's okay.
As that happened, I just stood there looking like kind of doing the tennis thing where I'm looking back and forth at both of them.
So what does Deska see in you, Oz? Like what is your
Love. He sees love in him.
You know what? Probably right now, just well, do I have to explain everything?
well, a little bit.
All right, cool. So I'm 8 foot.
So you're a big boy. You can
I'm
just
a big
say
boy.
you're very tall. Yeah.
Yep, big boy, tan skin. Aged about 30. Probably a little older, actually, probably about 40. Yeah, just a big half orc barbarian.
All right.
He's
And then-
big, by the way.
And then what is Daz and Bish doing in this scenario right now?
I want to step closer to him and I'm going to say, "How's it going, Deska? I'm Dazza."
Oh,
And,
God.
and what does he see?
He sees like a mid-50s looking little squat 4 foot high dwarf with like sort of nasty black hair and a scraggly black beard. He's like really tanned, like obviously tanned, like he's like worked outside for a really long time doing tradey stuff. And he's wearing like it's like a chainmail vest, but it sort of glows like high vis.
Of course it does.
And what's Bish doing?
Well, Bish just kind of overheard what everyone's saying, so she's not interacting.
Mm.
She's probably standing off to the side, but Bish is a 25-year-old female.
She likes
she's
long
got-
walks on the beach.
She likes short walks to the fridge.
Has a thing
But,
for
you know,
potatoes.
she has dark gray hair, porcelain skin. She seems very innocent, but because she's not wearing her cloak anymore, you can actually see she's very like toned underneath. So
But
And she's got, like-
she's toned, but is she big or is she?
she's no, she's not like burly. She's only like
yeah, she's thick with
108
two C's.
Okay.
yeah.
Beautiful. All right, Deska, you have this crazy bunch of people in front of you right now. What are you doing?
I'm just kind of taking it all in and just adjusting to the fact that I might not be alone for a while and just kind of holding on to all my religious stuff that I have hanging around my vestments.
Cool. As that's kind of happening, all of a sudden you feel another wave of energy hit all of you. Even you, Desky, you definitely feel this now. You, with more of a religious tone, you feel this is like something's very wrong with whatever that wave was. Because you're not unaware of the scenario that's going on right now, you don't understand it, but you know there's something bad coming from the cave off to your guys' left right now.
Can I? Is that? Oh, I got that as well.
Yeah, you definitely would have got that.
All right.
Yeah, you're closer to the cave. So what's everybody doing? You now have a stranger in front of you, but you also just
really
felt
not cared about trickery. That's
Yeah, I was gonna say, can we actually see trickery around now?
how hidden are you, Trickery? Were you hiding, or are you just kind of sitting at the end of the path that's like...
I'm just chilling behind some rocks, basically, sitting there. I'm not really that trying to hide. I'm just chilling out, waiting.
All right, yeah, so...
Like I'm kind of am in my chair right now, just like, yeah, they'll get here eventually.
Dazza and Oz, with your rolls from before, probably can see him just in the distance. Because at the moment, as I explained last week, it's kind of like nearly a hellscape kind of scenario right now, where everything is just demolished, smoke everywhere, and then because the like buildings and all that, the smoke has this like reddish glow to it. That like
How far of a distance is he?
like a couple of 100 meters up the road.
Yeah, like I've got some rubble to my back, the road that you guys are on is like behind me, so I'm just leaning on the rubble.
Well, I'm gonna go walk up to him.
So you might like catch like my horn sticking out of the rubble.
Yeah, you see. Well, yeah, you're pretty perceptive anyway. You see the crew rocking up at the moment, walking. A couple of them walking up to
Nobody knows the troubles I've seen.
Shut up.
Nobody knows.
So if he's singing like that, do we notice him? Like,
yeah,
do the rest of us
most
notice him?
definitely,
Okay.
most definitely now. So
Preston turns around and he's just like, "Oh, Trickery, when did you get?"
See, I told you. You go to the left. It was a much quicker route, and you just guys took too long. What's going on?
Maybe it was a gap in the wall, and Preston just starts kind of like
mumbling off to
muttering
himself.
to himself, like
Yeah.
trying to, figure out how we got here.
Inside check.
Onto who?
Onto trickery.
Oh yeah, because your character's untrusting
That's
enough
right.
of trickery that all right, give us an insight check.
Natural 20.
Yeah, no, he's fucking lying.
18 on deception. Thank you.
Yeah, he's a natch 20 though.
Of course he's a fucking match.
Yeah, he's lying out of his ass. All right.
Yeah.
No. Are you talking about Dash or?
You want to show you?
Trickery, as you hop up to kind of like walk around to them, like a few more of the zombies kind of pop up because you're sitting at that like equilibrium of like, and all of you guys kind of see this now that zombies all of a sudden kind of like start like levitating out of the ground.
Oh yeah, don't worry about these guys. They're cool. They're my friends. They're my buddies. They're all good.
They're your friends. What are you?
Yeah. They just kind of just hang around and just.
Preston goes up to Trickery and he's like trying to be like a bit more quiet, but he's obviously not good at it.
Yeah.
And he's just like, "Are you practicing necromancy?"
Yeah, totally. Of course. Yeah, sure.
Do you know that we can hear you?
And like Preston's like so absorbed in like what's going on, he doesn't notice Oz, and he's just like, "Did you pick up like was there a tome of like what these red wizards were using and back in the place we were?"
Yeah, except I left it in the cave over there, so you're gonna have to go get it.
Oh, was it?
I'm walking to the cave, Nato.
Yeah, no. As soon as
shit.
you try and take a step forward from Trickery, all of the zombies start popping out of the ground. There's about how many we got?
Preston's not concerned at all because he's convinced that Trickery did this and they're all his friends.
Yeah, there's about 7 of them. So Trickery starts walking out ahead, and all of a sudden, like one of the zombies starts walking towards him.
That was Oz, you mean?
No. Oh, sorry. No, Preston.
I wasn't-
Preston's walking out, and all of a sudden.
No, I didn't go to the cave.
Oh, I thought you said you were walking towards him.
No. I
said that.
just stayed next to Trickery. I'm more just like fascinated in what he has to say about learning necromancy, even though he didn't.
All right. Where are you?
And
yeah,
like
that's
Preston,
you. That next to him.
Preston's like
And the rest
going
of you
through
are back
his little notebook, and he's like writing stuff down, and he's just like, "Oh, but so what about this? Like, when you cast that spell?" So I'm just like spending all this time just inquiring, trying to figure out what.
Yeah. Nah, look, sweetheart, it's good to see you too. All right, so sweet, just calm down. Now watch this zombie rip Oz's face off. All right.
So Oz is walking towards. All right, he's out.
Yeah.
All right.
Well, no,
Nice
I haven't
blonde
gone
hair.
that far.
Whoa! Oz has the
Slow
power.
down, Nato. I haven't gone that far.
All right. You're about that far out. These two here, yeah. So Trickery and Preston are talking here. The rest of you just kind of hanging back with Deska. So yeah, you want to keep walking
Johnny,
forward?
You need to change your scene.
I kind of
Tato.
do. Well, as soon as I see him pop up, I kind of do a nope, and I kind of turn back around.
I think, look, that reaction right there that we just got out of Oz, that's about as rare as rocking horse shit. I've never seen that man backed up before.
Nope. And yeah, I walk back to Trickery and I go, "You've been that way, haven't you?"
Yeah, totally. Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, and what? What?
Hey, look, I'm a paladin.
Is what? That's what.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I look at
what.
Preston and tell him we can't go that way.
But we can't. Why not? That's all.
Not until everybody's here. We can't go that way.
Everyone's with you.
Okay.
they're
everyone's
Yeah, yeah.
Preston,
I'm still
Preston's
praying.
like very confused. He's just like those, but they're trickeries. Like he can just like tell them to move out of the way. If anything,
Yeah,
we have
I was
like,
lying
protection
out.
now. We have more of us. We can fight these things.
I'm walking back to Bish and Short Stack.
Yeah.
I'm not even listening to what Preston's saying.
Have I noticed that the little bitch is there yet?
It's
Arthur.
big.
Arthur.
Yeah, Arthur's there with them.
Have I noticed that yet?
Oh yeah, yeah. You would have definitely noticed. Him.
Oh,
he's
what
pretty,
the
he's pretty much
What
like
is he doing here?
he's pretty much attached to Oz's leg.
He's with me.
Why is he on your leg?
Hey, Tricky,
With
it's
fire!
Tricky. No, it's okay. It's okay. He's not bad. It's okay.
So says some.
I don't know about that. He's the reason why the wizard knew we were coming in the first place.
I'm not even listening to this. I've already walked off to Bish and Dazza.
Oh, I thought I could hear that.
That poor kid is a victim of poor circumstance, and
That poor kid tried to get us killed.
It's a poor circumstance.
we have to help him. We can't just.
You soft-hearted fool.
What are we doing about these dead?
They're trickeries. He can just like.
No, I was joking, mate. Yeah. God.
And then Preston looks really shocked, like what?
I'm gonna have to teach you some tricks, mate. One day.
I thought you were gonna teach me some tricks. I was so fat. So what are these then? Is
Yeah, what are these?
I think they're just regular
Yeah,
zombies.
they're just
mate.
regular zombies.
Regular?
Pedro or Deska, how would you be feeling about zombies? Would you have counted something like this ever in your studies, or is this like very against your teachings and stuff like that?
Actually, has he got any issues with me being a demon-looking motherfucker?
Tieflings are a common
Yeah,
race.
tieflings are very common, even in
Okay.
places where like cultures that don't get out much would know of tieflings and all that through history.
Cool.
Yeah, they're not a new race. Yeah, so Pedro, how is your character kind of reacting to all of a sudden now seeing zombies kind of come out of the ground?
I've seen stuff like this before,
Yep.
and I know that they're the workings of another god. So to me, they're just, if they're trying to stop me from getting what I need, then they're my enemy.
Beautiful. Cool. What about the rest of you? What are you guys all doing? You're now just standing in a group and there's just a bunch of
I'm just
zombies.
looking at us, apparently.
Are they coming towards us still?
No, they're strangely just standing still at the moment.
So Preston's just looking at him, and I'm just kind of like analyzing what they're doing.
They are
Preston,
literally
Preston.
doing nothing. Yeah.
Preston, check this out. I pick up a rock and I throw one at its head.
It just like hits the zombie's head. He goes like, and
See?
stays where he is.
They don't really move very much. They're pretty slow and dim-witted.
Okay, so if these things aren't under your control, then I'm assuming, judging by the proximity trigger of their summoning.
Yes, they're under the Red Wizard's control.
Well, we don't know who's. Well, we can assume
Yes,
that we don't know that.
It's a pretty safe bet.
But
Yeah, no, it's a safe bet.
Hey guys, I got a plan. All right. Okay, now follow me. And I start, like stumbling in.
All right.
I like it.
I want you to roll a performance roll for me.
Fuck. Oh, shit.
Can we get a -1 on that?
Ooh, hang on. Performance. Oh, I got a 9 all up.
A 9 all up.
9.
Yeah.
All right.
Can I add my performance to it to get him advantage?
No, because it would just be for you. So yeah, you're walking like you're very confident in yourself. You're like, I fucking got this. I've seen this. Somebody told me a story about somebody trying to do this. Until you get to the first zombie, and then all of a sudden he kind of just like bares his teeth at you, nearly like a dog, and just leaps at you.
It's like the snake all over again.
And Preston's just like, Dazzle, what are you doing? They're the Walking Dead.
Oh, crikey!
All right,
Because
because you're not that focused on your actual performance, thinking that it's so good, so you don't have to put effort into like trying. The zombie, you like as soon as you like you have notice, and then all of a sudden just duck as he like flies over the top of you.
Holy shit! Oh, I kneel down to Arthur and I say, "Watch this boy."
Oh.
All right, what are you doing?
Oh, Daddy's bringing out the big guns.
Oh, feed him the kid.
Yeah.
Use his corpse as a distraction.
All right, Daz, what are you doing? You just literally had a zombie leap over your head right now.
I'm gonna look at everyone else and be like, "Give us a hand, guys!" Shit. It didn't work.
All right.
Preston's like, oh, right, and then gets out his spellbook, and I cast Firebolt on that one.
All right, yeah, shoot. Roll to hit. Let's start this off. Let's see if you get a hit in before
Let's
we...
fucking
man.
kick it off, boys. 22.
Yeah, most fucking definitely. All right, roll some damage.
Roll for damage. 6.
Good damage.
Sorry,
All
I've
right,
just got
cool.
this-
I need everybody to roll initiative for me.
I've just got this image in my head of like a dwarf going, "I'm gonna come over here."
Hold on one sec while I find
oh,
a razor.
That's typical Daz initiative.
Sorry, what are we throwing?
Initiative. So you roll your d20 and then add your dex bonus.
Shit, hold on a second. Closed off my fucking
Okay, I got 19. You want to roll?
Dex bonus. So why do I get an extra one on top of my? Oh, it must be a trait.
Do you have
NATO
Yeah.
3
Oh,
Not
all
off a
right.
natural 1.
Jesus.
Your dice have learned to balance the equation.
I got 19.
I got 7.
I got a 7 as well.
17.
I got 17.
6 and... All right, Trickery, what was yours?
17.
17. Bish, you've done yours. Daz, what was yours?
7.
7. Preston?
17.
17. And Pedro?
7.
7. Okay. 6 and the 15.
Are we the mighty 7?
All right, cool. Up first is Trickery or Preston. Who wants to go first in the order?
I thought
Oh,
Bish
Bish,
had a
sorry.
19.
Bish with a 19.
Bish had a
Yep.
19.
Sorry, I just saw that just then. So, Bish,
Of
you're
course, the NPC boys would roll the same.
All right.
No, they didn't.
I wrote 10. I got 10 above Alex.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
No, it was
Sorry.
Preston and Trickery got the same.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
I mean,
Sorry,
I
no,
do
no.
consider Benny an NPC boy, so.
Oh, stop.
All right, so Trickery, this is you here,
Yo.
and this one's you here, Bish.
Okay.
Yeah. I will get around to painting them different colors one day.
The struggle of miniatures.
Okay, cool. Am I able to just do the chicken thing at the moment and just do cast protection from evil and good?
Yep, most definitely.
Sweet. So do I have to roll for magic spells or
Not unless it literally says you have to. No.
wait? All right, I'm gonna cast that.
All right, what do you do when you what is you? How do you cast this? I've never really asked how you've cast kind of your spells.
Oh, because I've never really thought about it. I guess
Mm.
I just thought I farted and it happened.
That sounds
Um,
like you, yes.
Totally. I just and then the shield goes around me. I'm trying to think how my character would cast a spell,
Mm.
but I guess.
Like a. No, go on.
Oh, do you want to share it with the rest of the class?
No, I'm good.
Does it crotch
Um,
chop? I don't know.
You know what? I don't want to make it too obvious, but like there is some kind of like stance,
Yep.
and my hand has to be placed somewhere specific to kind of like
Ginyu
channel
Force
it.
style.
Just like like kind of says it's not like a waving of a hand or anything like that, but you can tell that I kind of like have to like almost
Yeah,
like
you
stand still.
you
for,
nearly
like,
go like
second.
a kind of like embrace yourself. Yeah, but as you cast this spell,
Spider-Man thwip.
all of a sudden you feel like a warm glow in you as it kind of bursts out into like the rest of your body and through your hands, and then all of a sudden you feel just protection around you.
Yeah, right.
Are you moving or are you staying where you are?
I might move up just a little bit for my concern for Des, like,
Yep.
but I'm not going to get amongst it. I just want to kind of like assess.
Like about there?
I like that you stuck me right in front of the other fucking zombie.
All right, Jesus. Yeah, how about there?
Yeah, you can assess it directly.
Face it straight on. Yeah, no, that's fine.
Yeah, that's good. All right. Up next, Preston or Trickery? Who wants to go first?
I should roll for it.
No, I already know what I'm doing. If you don't know what you're doing.
I haven't got flanking on it. I haven't got sneak attack.
No,
there, have I?
no. So you won't have a sneak
Yeah,
attack.
you go first.
Okay, so Preston, I'm gonna move over to Oz,
Yep.
and I look. Okay, before I move over, I saw that Bish cast protection from good and evil, and
Yep.
I'm like, Preston's like, oh, that's a really good idea. So I get up my spell book. I go over to Oz,
Yep.
Ooh, that's right.
and I reach into like my component pouch and I pull out like powdered silver and iron, and I kind of rub my hands with it.
Yep.
I utter a few words, and then I kind of put my hands on Oz,
Okay.
and I cast protection from evil and good on him.
Ooh.
So he gets creatures of those have disadvantage in all attack rolls against him.
Booyakasha.
And because it's a first level abjuration spell, my abjuration ability kicks in,
Yeah.
and I get my arcane ward kicks in, and I get the ward has a hit point maximum equal to twice your wizard level plus your intelligence modifier. So I have, so was it 8? I got 12 temporary HP now as well.
Beautiful. All right. Up next is. Oh, did you want to move anymore, or you?
No, that's fine. All I wanted to do was give Oz the spell back.
Beautiful. Trickery, you're up. What you doing?
Okay, so
Have
the
fun with that.
the one in the middle,
Mm-hmm.
or middle of us, yeah, that one, yeah, he's the one that leaped over Dazza. The other ones haven't moved yet.
No, not yet.
Right. Okay. I would like to. I'm just gonna go at it with my sword. Screw it.
All right. So you're gonna move up.
Oh boy.
Yep.
That's me.
That's
That's
Yes,
the wrong one.
No. Bish is this one.
No,
No,
I
well,
was that
then
one.
you
I was
moved
seconding
me
Yeah.
it.
a while
Well,
ago.
I got him the wrong way around. So you,
Oh.
No, because you moved the other. Yeah, you moved.
there
Bish
you go.
before.
All right.
I'm so
Alright.
confused right now.
Now you're there, and then you've moved up. There you go.
Yeah. All right. And I'm
Damn it,
gonna
Ali, what are you doing?
Wing with my sword.
All right.
Dancing apparently.
Roll to hit.
Roll to hit. Ooh, that's a 20 to hit.
20. Yes, most definitely. Do you hit?
So I need one of shit. Where's my d8s? There. One of them. Ooh, that's not so good. 6
6.
total.
Beautiful. All right. As you come through, you like slice a whole arm off, and a
Woohoo!
little bit of the chest area as well. Kind of carves, like nearly like you're carving a ham. You just kind of go straight through it as you slice. He's not looking that good, that old zombie. He's like half of his body's kind of hanging off, kind of claymation style.
And as a my bonus action.
Yep.
Can I come round with the dagger?
Yep.
And smack him as well?
Yep. You're not a two-handed fighter yet, are you?
No.
Okay,
So I
you
get
just,
disadvantage,
you're
don't I?
allowed to. You're allowed. No, you roll normally. You just don't add any bonuses. So it's whatever the dice roll is.
It's literally just the plus. It only gets the +1 from the being a +1 dagger, doesn't it?
Yes.
So I don't get any bonuses on my to hit.
Nope.
Okay, so 13.
13 to hit.
Wait, if it's
Just.
a +1 dagger, that should go to.
Oh, +1, so 14 then. Yeah.
14. Beautiful. Yep. Yeah. The dagger drives straight into him. Roll for damage.
Sweet. 1d4 is 4 + 1, 5.
Jesus, that was a good hit. All right. As you bring the dagger in, it kind of like hits his arm and kind of slides up into the neck area and just kind of carves the neck off easily, and the head kind of falls off to the side, and the zombie falls down to the ground.
Nice. That's how it's done, people.
As soon as you do that, every other zombie looks straight at you. Everyone on the field.
Well, I've done my part, ladies and gentlemen, and I'm gonna go away now.
I look over at Oz and I'm just like, I'm pretty sure they're all his. It was all a act of power, a show of power. He's really good at this.
All right, up next is the zombies. So they all start moving in.
Wow, how much range have they got?
They got a lot of range.
Holy shit!
All right, so they move in. They're gonna take one's gonna take a swing at old Dazzy.
No.
Ooh, that is.
Oh no.
That's a 22 to hit.
Yeah. No, that doesn't hit.
All
No, I'm
right,
kidding.
let's roll some damage.
That destroys me. Yep.
1d6. 5 plus 1, 6 damage he does to you. As he brings his claw down, it kind of just gets underneath the armor a bit and kind of you can feel a big scratch underneath.
Oh my god, he's infected.
It's like, oh, me beak out.
All right, and the other one's going to attack Trickery.
Do those two greenish colored ones look different to the other ones, or are they all the same?
They're all the same.
Oh, okay.
They're just like everyone's at different like stages of decomposition and stuff like that.
I see.
Yeah.
They're like dog poop.
Yeah.
Some's white.
That's a 10 to hit on Trickery.
That's a miss.
Yeah, he swings right over you. You're still like after having every zombie look at you, you're pretty kind of like perceptive of like, oh shit, here they all come. So you were ready for a big swing. All right. Up next is Deska.
All right, so I realized that I'm all the way in the back.
Yep, you're all the way down here.
I realized that if those zombies get through you, I'm next. So I pray to my gods and I move kind of between everybody.
About here?
Right there?
Yep.
And I cast Pass Without Trace.
Ooh, so what's Pass Without Trace do?
So it's a veil of shadows and silence radiates from me, masking me and my companions from detection. For the duration, each companion that I chose within 30 feet of me has plus 10 dexterity.
I don't... No, it's plus 10 stealth.
Yeah, plus 10 stealth.
All right.
And can be tracked except by magical means.
I don't think that'll do anything here, though.
No, we'll see.
But if you guys want to make a run for it, or at least, you know, move around and spread around.
All right, is there anything else you want to do?
That's pretty much it.
All right. All of a sudden, the zombies kind of just like go back to stop looking at Trickery, and all of a sudden just stand like they were before you guys, like before Daz kind of walked into them.
Do I get sneak attack now?
All right. Up next is Daz.
So they're just standing still, aren't they?
Yeah, like the one that was like looking over you, like with like nearly frothing out of the mouth. All of a sudden, it's just kind of like stood back up, like to pose, like a nearly like a soldier, like stand back up again.
I'm gonna very cautiously make my way around it, like turn, like was in walk.
Roll stealth for me.
Stealth,
Yep.
okay.
And you get plus. What was it? plus 10.
Yeah, plus 10.
Okay.
Oh boy. Oh, I get disadvantage to stealth.
Yes.
Let me roll that again. Okay. Lowest roll was a one sec. Where's my stealth? Oh, 7.
A 7 with a
You
plus
mean
10.
17?
Yeah.
Oh, with the plus 10. Oh, 17 then.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Yeah. You start walking. You start walking around the zombie, and it's like it's not can't see you nearly. Like you look around to make sure if like you're invisible. Like you look down at yourself, and like no, you can see your hands. You can see all your companions, but for some reason they are not noticing you.
Oh, Daddy's gonna have some fun.
Alrighty. Huh.
You.
See, I don't want to attack and roll a good thing.
Yeah, you're out of combat at the moment, technically.
Huh. I'm gonna look at my companions and be like,
I just give him a shrug of the shoulders, like.
Actually, Preston, give me an Arcana roll.
My favorite.
This guy.
17.
All right. Yeah, you can you like instantly kind of know what the kind of spell was and stuff like that was cast on you. And normally in this kind of scenario, you would have thought like if you were versing undead, like they would still just like come at you anyway, because like you'd have to like hide from them. But you kind of get the feeling, like where you're watching Trickery kind of move up and down and kind of them, that this is like not technically a standard like zombie spell. This is like nearly a trap spell that has like a necromancy touch to it.
Like a sentry.
Yeah, so with you guys not being like sort of visible or like detectable, the trap is not going off at the moment.
Yeah. Sorry.
Bye.
Bye.
We'll see you next week, folks.
Love you, Travis.
Yeah, so like through beautiful means, the trap is now not getting activated. So the sentries are pretty much not doing anything. They sort of sense that something's around. That's why they haven't gone back into the ground. But they have no direction of what to attack at the moment.
Wait, so these things don't like have visible senses to us?
Apparently
Like-
not. They might be able to see you, and that's probably why they're not going back into the ground, but like through whatever magical means has just been cast on you, it's not triggering the trigger point of this trap.
Interesting. Preston just gets his book out and he's just like flicking through it, trying to figure out. Because I've never seen anything like this happen before, so I'm just like,
No, yeah, because this spell's pretty high level, like the trap spell.
Yeah,
Be because like normally it would be like an alarm spell or something like that, but for some means of crafting an actual spell, you could kind of gather that the Red Wizard has able to put like a necromancy touch on an alarm spell.
I just look down at Arthur and I go, "Got any food on you?"
He kind of like is kind of bewildered as well, and then he kind of like reaches into his kind of like little satchel, and he has like and he's still not looking at you, like he's looking at the zombies, but he likes handing up like a piece of like dry bread to you.
Oh, is it small?
Yeah, it's fucking tiny because to him it's like a normal sized piece of bread, but to you it's like
A chip.
yeah.
It's okay. You can hold on to it. I'll leave it with him.
All right, he kind of like, without like instinctively, like he understood what you said, but didn't like recognize, like listen to it properly, and just kind of puts it back into his bag. He's like just looking at the zombies, like just bewildered.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Bish, what are you doing?
I have mild Arcana kind of
Yep.
understanding. Would have I kind of understood that the trap is kind of, or that
not,
it is a
not
trap?
really, because you're like not a wizard or anything like that. So you like a paladin just draws their powers from a god, so you don't get to craft spells per se like a wizard would, and that's kind of why Preston can kind of he doesn't get how it's
mine's
happened.
through study. Mine's
Yeah.
through also study, so yeah.
Yeah, he can kind of gather that somebody would have been to do this, but you gather your magic from a different means, so not really. You just know that they're just not moving all of a sudden.
You don't know me.
But you're looking at Preston like you've been.
You don't know what I've been through. You don't know how
know
much
what
milk
I've
I
been
like in my
through.
cereal.
You've been with Preston enough that like he's doing his little muttering thing, so you can kind of gather something's happening at the moment, and yeah.
All right. Preston, what do you think? I can see you thinking over there. What are you thinking?
It's so strange. It seems like these skeletons are some kind of magical sentry. They're not just dead animated to like attack us. And when Deska cast his spell, it's like it's like it cloaked us without cloaking us. Like we're not actually invisible, but to them we are, if you understand what I'm saying, and therefore they're not like attacking.
Trickery.
Yes.
Actually, yeah, Trickery, roll me an Arcana.
Don't do it. It's a trap.
The trap.
Ooh, that's good. That's a 21.
All right, so you are a thief, but you also have your bard kind of background as well. So
Yes.
you actually probably have a better understanding of this because you've had to break magical traps before, where like a normal person's understanding of a trap would be like you have to like put something in to stop the mechanism, and then the boulder doesn't roll down on you. But you've dealt with magical traps over the means, and as long as you stop one of the means of triggering the trap, and with like sort of listening to Preston's side of how like Arcana is working in this scenario, you can kind of easily gather that's just like whether it's because they need all of the senses to attack, or whether it's just something that in Deska's spell that's like stopping just this one point in the trap from working. But you can kind of understand it completely now, like
Okay.
what the scenario is. So you're
Right.
just like instantly like, yep, don't need to touch anything right now.
All right, time to go to work. And I start walking towards the cave.
All right, yeah. So all of a sudden you just see Trickery start walking towards the cave.
I'm with Trick. Why look a gift horse in the mouth, right?
Yep. So
Pres-
Daz already realizes and he's off.
Preston just shrugs and walks with him.
All right. Is everyone else following with them?
Yeah, I'm gonna have my hand on my blade, but I'll walk through with them.
All right.
I grab. At this point, I grab Boyd
Yes,
by the. I grab Boyd. Yeah, grab Boyd by the wrist, and I tell him to stay calm. And I put on. I grab my helmet because I know that he was nervous last time.
Yeah.
That I had the helmet on, so I grab my helmet out of my bag and chuck it on.
Hmm.
And
Can I just like stop for a minute and just appreciate that you've pretty much become fucking God of War right now?
You've put me in this position.
I
I'm not
look.
gonna-
I didn't mean to, and now it's just I just realized when you said boy, then I was like, yep, you pretty much look exactly like God of War right now.
I'm Kratos.
Don't be sorry. Be better.
So yeah,
Kill
I put on the helmet and I'm heading towards.
All right, so you guys all start heading towards. Deska, you still are a bit like okay, like you have no like push to go technically into the cave. Like you just see them all start walking towards. Like you haven't been around to kind of get the group dynamics to like trust A or B person. But so what are you doing now?
I still start following them. Like I know that I have a better shot with them than with a bunch of zombies.
Yep, cool. All right, so you guys all head towards the cave entrance. Go back to talking now. So you guys get up to the cave. It's the huge cliff face that like pretty much goes next to all of the villages you have been kind of transversing through. And yeah, it's just the last time you guys were here, it was a very well constructed like gate door protection that was on it, but now that you've guys got close enough, you can see stuff is like being torn off it, and like stuff is like melted in a weird way. And but now, yeah, the cave entrance is completely open to you.
So can we see anything inside the entrance, like just inside the entrance? Like, is it just rubble, or is there like bodies or anything like that?
There doesn't look to be. Oh, there's a few just undead, like dead.
Is it dark?
Just
Is it
in
really
pieces.
dark in there?
It is. There's a few torches. Like,
Oh, it's dark.
along the
Let
way.
me fix that for you. Esports.
All of a sudden, a little orb kind of floats up next to him, and all of a sudden, a bright light shines around you and sends a light shooting down into the tunnel. You can see like minecart tracks, tracks leading into the cave further down, and it's you see for about a good 100 meters, and you see a bunch of like just dismembered, rotted limbs are all like scattered here and there all the way up the path.
Well, this looks like a family reunion of sorts. Wonder if we should keep going.
Do we
Well, I
have
mean-
any like? Is there a sense of like evil? Is it getting stronger or?
You haven't moved far enough from where you originally got the blast wave to kind of tell. It just still feels like an evil presence, but it doesn't feel like it's got any stronger.
Okay.
Hey, Nato, this is really random, but do we notice any, like, I don't know, weapons or anything just strewn on, like, across the floor or anything like that?
No. apart from just like pieces of armor that you could kind of gather were left on top of the undead.
Oh, okay.
That was now their pieces are scattered everywhere.
All right.
Hmm.
So we just.
Yes.
So I guess we're going in then, aren't we, lads?
Bit of a delayed reaction there.
So you
I thought
guys
someone
all
else was gonna talk.
heading into the cave.
Yeah.
All right. So you guys.
Are we really bringing the kid?
Yeah.
Shut up.
It'd be a bit dangerous to leave him, wouldn't it?
Oh, Dad's getting protective.
Can we get some of the armor that's laying around and
Watch
give it to
out.
the kid?
Watch out, Dad's upset.
That's a really good idea, Deska. I want to start looking at scrounging through armor.
Yeah, there's just it's like broken off pieces and stuff.
Oh.
Nothing really like a full set of armor.
Well, a full set of armor wouldn't fit a 6-year-old.
Yeah, that's true.
Can I like just put together some scraps and
Yep.
then use a my mending cantrip
Yep.
to just sort of fix them together?
Yeah, beautiful. You like how big do you want to make it?
I guess big enough to fit him, I suppose, like
Okay,
a
yeah.
breastplate.
Yeah, enough of like it's kind of similar to the outfit you're kind of wearing, more of a like a heavy duty kind of armor because of how small he is and how much of the pieces of like armor that you're picking up. So it nearly looks like a plate armor kind of set on him, like a child's plate armor kind of set around him. But yeah, you've been able to like craft it around him. His AC is gonna shoot through the roof a bit now.
Oh, bloody nice. You ripper.
God, with that voice.
All right, you guys keep walking a bit further. You guys want to be doing anything while you're walking?
I would like to be stealthing.
All right, roll for stealth. You still have the pass without a
Pass
trace
without.
on you.
Yeah, we might as well. We might as well just stealth.
Yes, but I will be super stealthy.
Preston's gonna see trickery, go to stealth, and he's gonna be like, "Oh, good idea," and he's gonna.
That's a total of 24.
Okay.
Holy shit.
Yeah, you even like disappear from the party by
Wait,
like
with the 10?
just to,
Yeah. I rolled an 8. Plus 10's 18. Plus 6 is 24.
Well, I rolled an 18 plus the 10.
see, 28. You all of a sudden you've been watching trickery enough that you like have
Yeah.
been fascinated.
I
with
just
him.
like analyzed him, and I'm just like,
Yeah, and all of a
No,
sudden,
complete.
like, even you, Trickery, who's usually has like one of the keenest eyes, loses Preston in the like flickering of the light.
Whoa.
Oh.
Does anyone else want to be stealthy, or is everyone just kind of cool?
That's why I like him.
I went ahead and rolled stealth anyway.
Yep.
Are we still getting that sweet plus 10?
Yeah, plus 10.
Oh yeah, 17.
Oh, 17.
I didn't even thought we got rid of that.
No,
Okay.
it lasts for X amount of time.
I think it lasts for an hour or
If
something.
everybody is stealth,
Yeah, no,
you
yeah,
don't see each
concentration
other
up for an hour.
basically.
Oh, I
Right.
got,
Guys, where'd you go?
plus dexterity, is it?
Yep.
Okay, 17.
Okay. Damn, only a 7.
she's like that.
That was plus dexterity.
Jesus. All right. Yeah, pretty much the whole party. Do you want to be visible to each other at least?
20.
Preston's not aware enough of
29.
what he's doing to do that.
All right. So,
He's like so focused.
yeah.
I got a 29.
Jesus.
Jesus.
Because of your like obsidian skin, you are nearly able to blend into the rock face walls as you're walking. All of a sudden, like even like, you Preston, you are not paying attention enough to even notice. But yeah,
No,
Trickery,
no.
another person just disappears from your eyesight as well, and now it's like you're feeling like
What the shit?
you're this is the kind of scenario like you're feeling. You were once the jock of the school, and now a transfer student just came in and just scored the touchdown in front of you during training, while you were usually the jock of the team, the captain, and all of a sudden this new transfer student just came in and just
And then
absolutely
handed the
smashed
ball
you.
to the nerd, and the nerd got a touchdown as
Yeah.
well.
Motherfuckers.
All right, so you guys proceed a bit more forward. All of you are hidden from sight. The bodies of the undead start to become more, like, the limbs become more and more frequent, and there's even, like, full whole undead that are, you can, like, with enough stealth, you have enough time to, like, inspect and see that they are truly dead. Some of them have just this huge, just caved-in head. Some of them have just, like, their bodies crushed into the side, and all of a sudden you start getting like piles now. Like there's a lot of them were in certain areas.
Oh, bish.
Mm.
Jerky.
Oh, right. Hang on. Shuffles in bag. Throws it.
No. I mean, the body's jerky everywhere.
I thought it was a command for food, which I totally understand in situations like this. Can you throw that back then?
All right, fair enough. Here you go.
Dusts it off. Puts it back.
So you guys are kind of like at a standstill now. Do you guys want to keep proceeding forward?
So the bodies are just getting bigger. There's not much else happening.
No.
Does it look like there's a opening or anything up ahead? Or any lights?
You
or
see
anything?
the light kind of become more like luminant ahead of you guys, a bit further up.
Mm-hmm. Can I make a perception just to see if I do see anything further up? Any like figures or anything?
You don't see anything kind of in front of you, apart from the bodies kind of more piling up and up in front of you.
Okay.
Oz.
Yeah.
Oz,
Yeah.
you got that fucking globe of yours?
Yeah.
Do you want to see if the red wizard's up ahead? That's where we're heading, aren't we?
Yeah, but I can only. This is a compass. I can only check. Okay, hold on.
It's not it's not a compass per se of it like tells you north, south, east, and west. It just points the direction that you want. Like it knows where you want to go.
Okay, all right. I pull out the orb and I think of the red wizard.
Yeah, it floats right ahead in front of you.
Okay, I grab the orb, put it back in my bag. It's here. It's here.
All right. Can I check for traps?
Okay. Roll for perception. Actually, investigation. Roll an investigation.
Investigation?
Mm-hmm.
Where the fuck is that? There it is. Ooh, that's a 12.
You don't see any traps ahead
Oh,
of you.
that was a D12. It's still a 12.
Yeah. You don't see anything ahead of you.
Cool.
All right, so you guys want to keep moving again?
Yep.
All right. So yeah, you get further and further until like just ahead of you, it seems like the road seems to like split off in 3 different directions.
Oh, I fucking knew this was gonna happen.
What?
Oh no.
Fork in the road.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah, trifork.
Forking hell.
All right, so you
Fork
also have been like following like the tracks ahead of you as well, and one of the tracks heads off into the left tunnel, and one of the tracks heads towards in the center tunnel, but there's no tracks that head down the right tunnel.
Are we all meeting at that point?
Wait, is Zane still with us?
Yes, Zane's still with you as well.
Oh shit.
Oz. What's
Orb.
what about you? Oh,
Quick perception check for anyone that wants to.
Sure.
I mean, sure, why not?
Ooh, that's good.
So it comes with a free frog.
Perception.
15.
15?
20.
Yeah, 15.
All right, the 20.
20.
The 20 works. All right. You
20
hear
as well.
you hear like a voice down the center tunnel. You can't like
Can I?
you can't like concentrate to hear what it's actually saying, but you can hear it sounds like somebody saying something down the center
Does it
tunnel.
sound like a male voice, female voice?
Yeah, it's very
just rusty.
gruffy. It's like it's very deep bassy. So that's all you can kind of tell.
Shut up, Dazza. Shut up.
Very, very deep bassy, is it?
It's actually
Daz is
it's
throwing
actually
his voice.
just, yeah.
Dazza, I didn't know you were a ventriloquist.
Is it? Do I recognize the tone to be similar
No,
to the
you
Red
know,
Wizard?
it's that.
I don't
it's-
recognize it.
No, the 20. That's what I mean. The 17, the 15s didn't hear it, so it's like it's only just because you got so high that you can
You know
even
what?
hear it.
Yeah, I got 20.
I got a 17 all up.
All right. Well, the 17 just kind of makes out a noise, but I can't understand what it is.
Someone dropped their
Right.
guts.
Sure did. What smells like brimstone? Hey.
Yeah. So now you guys are all at this fork in the road. The left path, the center path, and a right path. The left path and the center path have the looks like the minecart tracks leading up the left and the center. You hear noises from the center, and then the right path has nothing kind of going up it. It just heads down. It's lit, the right tunnel, but
Yeah.
that's about it.
All right. I'll grab the orb out again, NATO.
Yep.
And I think of the red wizard again.
Yep.
Which way is it going?
This time with less clothes.
It's
Less
spinning.
robes.
Shut up.
It goes to the right path, it goes to the center path, it goes to the left path, and it comes back to you. And then it goes to the right path, the center path, and the left path, and comes back
Oh,
to
this
you.
is the red wizard.
And then it
Get him.
shrugs.
Motherfucker.
I don't know,
All right.
man.
All right. I grab the orb and I put it back in the bag.
All right.
Well, I look at them all and go, I don't know. It's up to you.
Preston looks very confused. He's trying to. Preston's trying to figure out and decipher it, but he has no idea.
Everybody just looks at Preston.
And Preston's like, I don't know. Can I roll an investigation to see if I can notice anything?
Yeah, go for it.
Right, yeah. So can we see tracks on the ground?
You can roll for investigation if you want to see if there's tracks.
I should do that too, actually.
My investigation's good, but my roll was not 13.
Yeah, I got a 10. So
Hold
that's
on,
a
I'm
no.
doing it now too.
My investigation's as good as my arcana.
Yeah.
Hold on, wait. I think I got good. Investigation. Oh, my investigation is -1. Okay, sorry. Well, it's a 16, but anyway, there you go.
All
So
right.
wasn't it?
So you look at the ground. You see fresher tracks heading through the center path, but there are tracks heading left and right.
Oh, fucking. Okay, so there were fresher tracks in the center path.
Yeah.
Boys, girl, there is tracks here, and I detect they are fresh. But there are tracks on the left and the right, but they're not as fresh.
Yeah, they look like within the last couple of hours, and then the ones on the left and the right seem like from like yesterday or the day before.
Are they like a human type of foot or like a creature?
They're mostly humanoid.
That's a very good question, actually.
I bend down and look at the tracks and I sniff them a little and go,
They
Yeah.
smell absolutely terrible.
smells like dirt.
Smells
they,
like teen
No, they
spirit.
smell like dead.
They smell like dead.
Yeah.
Thank you for your insight.
It's not very fresh at all, really. It's kind of moldy.
But what if the mold's fresh?
So wait, hold on, wait, Nato, you just said
I
they
taste
smell
the mold.
dead.
Yeah.
Hey, trickery.
I'm eating fresh.
What do you smell?
Death.
Death. Could you try and sniff? If you have good smelling, is what you're saying.
It's reasonably pretty good.
Can you try the other two?
Oh no!
All right,
All the footpaths smell like death.
Everything smells like death.
Yeah.
I told you someone
By
dropped their guts.
trickery.
Preston tells the others, and he just says, "I sense death in this place."
Yeah. So at the moment, actually, no. Yeah, it's about time. All of a sudden, you feel another wave of that energy hitting you guys as well. The wave seems to come from both the left path and the right path, but not the center path.
What?
What
Does this
the
mean the center
fucking
path
fuck?
is-
All right,
is the
I
center
think
path like a safety pocket, or maybe the energy's kind of trying to funnel us into the center path.
Yeah.
I look down at Arthur and I go,
You're the new leader. Tell us what to do.
pretty
Young-
much, I was about to say, I was
young-
about to ask the
Young
boy.
child, tell us how to do it.
I said, boy, which way do you think? Because we need direction.
Yeah, let's ask the 6-year-old.
Hey, why not?
He just kind of looks at you like. Huh?
And also, we're all kind of invisible. The kid.
Do
is-
you even
you see the
talk
kid right
anymore?
away.
Do you even talk anymore? Like you make noises now. I don't know what's going on here. You used
He
to talk
kind
a
of
lot.
like looks at you and gives the like a shrugged shoulder, like. I
All right, don't talk.
okay.
Zip
Okay.
it.
Okay.
Good.
Oh, rolling for his bread. Sorry.
You know what? Let's make a decision now. We have to, but I don't think we should split up. This is not a thing where we have to split up.
Nah,
Are the
split
mind
up,
parts working?
please.
NATO, shut up.
I think that I think whatever it is originating from the sides, but it's hard to tell whether the middle's supposed to be a safety pocket, or we're getting funneled into the middle.
Yeah,
All right,
because
Preston, you're our leader. Make a choice, would you?
so here I'll repeat all the options of like what's different in these. So the left path and the center path has the minecart tracks going through it.
Yep.
Mhm.
The right path does not.
Mhm.
You have fresher tracks going up the center path, but you still have tracks going left and right as well. And there seems to be like a few of like undead bodies like leading up the center path as well. And the evil sense came from both the left and the right path, but not the center path.
How about visibility? Which
They're all pretty much the same. They all have like just the torches kind of on the side of the walls that lead down each way.
All right, look, Preston is a lot smarter than me as a player.
Yeah.
So can I just roll an intelligence and try to
Well, yeah, like
to make it an educated decision?
I would just save you the roll. He wouldn't know anything more than you would as a player.
That's a lie. I'm an idiot.
I'll put it high.
It depends.
Preston.
Like, do you want to go
Use that.
towards the fresher tracks, or do you want to go like away from the older? Do you want to go towards the older tracks? The energy came from left and right. You've kind of been heading towards the energy, so there's that. And then there's only minecart tracks leading up the center and the left path as well, while the right does not.
Whip.
Hey, hey, Nate, I got a question.
Yep.
So we're like pretty much shrouded in darkness, aren't we?
No, there's lit torches like this. These like as I said, like all these used to be old mine shafts and all that. So it's all kind of like just above dimly lit, so you can see kind of like everybody's outlines and all that. You just can't see like extreme detail on anyone around you.
So if I look down all three of the paths, like considering that I have like dark vision, would
Yep.
I see anything more in any path than another?
The right path seems to go only like the lights kind of go off a bit further down the track, so like you can't see as far down the right path.
But they're all just like barren.
Yeah,
I'm
there's
assuming.
nothing. No, yeah, you wouldn't be able to see anything kind of different down each path. They kind of just tiki torches kind of lead down every path, but the right, you can see like longer distance with tiki paths down the left and the center, and the right path seem to go off at a distance. Whether that's like it just turns a corner, or whether they have no lights kind of leading further down that way.
All right, show of hands. Who wants to go down the center path?
Nobody. Okay, just trickery.
Right, just me.
Yeah.
All right, who wants to go down the left path?
Raise his hand.
Okay, so we got
That's
two for that
two.
one.
Who wants to go down the right path?
So do you not want to go down any path?
Well,
Oz?
Preston's just.
well,
really
I guess we're going down
confused.
the left
Yeah,
path.
I'm not. I'm waiting for everybody to make a decision.
Well, I just tried to make.
I mean, sure, let's just go down the left path. I mean,
All right, who's for going back to the Oasis upside down pyramid and getting some Mai Tais?
Put his hand up.
Okay, you know what? I think we need to make a unanimous one. We're going down the center path, yes?
I'm good with that.
All right.
We're going down the center path, Nato.
All right, Oz starts walking down the center path. Zane goes with him as well. Like he
Preston follows.
instantly.
Yeah, Zane didn't pipe up at all then.
No,
Yeah, where was your vote, Zane?
he probably wanted to go down the center path.
He was
Where's-
like rehearsing his
Is
moves.
trickery? Hey, I tell trickery to come. Trickery,
Yo,
up front. You've got the orb. We need the light.
you got dark vision?
Yeah, I do have dark vision, but everybody else doesn't.
I do.
I do.
You plebs.
Oh, okay.
It's only the wizard.
All
I
right.
leave it
Well,
sitting floating over bloody.
Okay,
Actually,
well-
I don't. What is Zane? What's Zane? Is he human?
Yeah, he's human.
We light
Okay.
Preston on fire.
I become the torch, a human torch, if you will.
All right, so you guys start heading towards this way. There, yeah, you now where there was like nearly a break in, only just like a little bit of zombies. It goes back to where you guys kind of like the kind of scenario just before you guys got to the fork, where now like the bodies are starting to pile more and more up. It even gets to a point where you guys nearly have to step over a bunch of bodies that are now like clogging the path. Do you guys want to proceed?
Sure.
All right. So Daz
Sure.
takes the initiative and steps over first and kind of walks a bit more further. You actually hear a bit
The
more.
short one takes the initiative to step over first.
Yeah.
I just
you-
sort of like roll over.
Stumble.
You do hear, like, now that you've been, like, going down this path a lot longer, you actually hear the voice a bit more stronger now. It actually sounds like groaning.
Oh shit.
How close does that sound now?
Like, just out of your, like, light sight. So, like, as much as the torch is giving you light to the next one, it's somewhere between this torch and the next torch. So
Can
it's
I use
about-
Divine Sense?
Yep.
Ooh. Handy.
I
you-
cast Divine Sense.
Oh my god.
You
hold on.
feel just undead everywhere around you at the moment, but
Oh,
like
shit.
ahead of you is like the only part that you feel in all directions that doesn't have such a high concentration of it.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
I obviously share that news with everyone.
Yeah. There seems to be less undead ahead of you, but there seems to be everywhere.
Okay, I didn't realize I had this. Actually, no, I'm gonna save it. It's okay. I'm
Okay.
gonna save it.
All right. So you guys are pretty much stopped at the moment because now like the groans are out of eyesight, but even with the ones that have like dark vision, it's kind of like being affected at the moment. Similar kind of concept of like if you were wearing night vision goggles and all this, if there was like a light kind of flickering, it would fuck with the light vision a bit, so you can't kind of tell what's in front of you.
So we're surrounded by undead,
Yep.
but then we can sense that up ahead there's not as much undead.
Yeah, it feels like nearly a gap in it.
Gap.
Yeah.
Can I use my keen senses to see if I can smell treasure?
Ah.
We're looking for treasure.
No, you,
Looking for treasure, fam.
you don't seem to find any treasure.
Damn it.
What are we doing, kids? Are we moving or are we standing still?
It's a concentration.
I mean, I don't see why we would have stopped per se, because all this crazy shit's still happening. So
All right.
Yeah,
So yeah,
I
press.
assume that we're just gonna keep going.
Keep
All right.
sneaking forward.
All right. All of a sudden, it starts to like form in front of you. There's just a huge pile of undead in front of you right now, like just bodies upon bodies.
Am I still hearing like
Dead or undead,
Undead.
but like motionless.
Yeah.
Okay.
Am I still hearing like the
Yeah.
voice, the talking?
Yeah, you hear it. Like it seems like it's on the other side of this mound. Like you nearly have to climb this mound to kind of get over it.
Does it sound like it's clearer? Like I can actually make out what they're saying almost?
Yep.
Ooh, what are they saying?
Oh no, you just hear a
Oh.
voice being like, ah.
Oh, okay.
Oh, he's got that premium nut shit.
I've seen this video before. Ooh, I don't want to walk in on this. All right,
I'm gonna cast firebolt at it to see if I can like if
you got to do that.
Why not?
All right, yeah. So
Okay.
a firebolt shoots down, and you see a figure for a split second, like on the other side, and all of a sudden, who's front of the party at the moment?
I'm guessing me and Oz.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, if I cast firebolt, I might be up there too.
Not if I shove Zane in front of me first.
Can I ask if Kristen's fireball is like Mario?
No, it's
Ooh.
nearly like a laser, like a laser
flip.
bit of flame that comes out of
Okay.
him. Yeah.
Yeah, no, I was thinking like bouncing and everything.
He does get a spell like that later on. Yeah, all of a sudden, I'm gonna have Oz, Trickery, and Preston roll a Dex save for me.
Oh shit!
Wait, did you say Oz?
Yes.
Okay, so how long has it been since we were outside?
Oh, like a good 10, 20 minutes?
Fuck, never mind.
NATO just made that up in his head.
Because
No,
protection,
no, I was
protection
thinking.
good and evil last 10
yeah,
minutes. And
Yeah, I
I
was
was gonna say,
thinking. I was thinking
I
how,
was
how long it
waiting
would
for
have
that
taken you
too.
to walk.
That's all right. It's all right. While we talked for a while, we stood and talked.
All right,
for
roll your
ages.
Dex
that's true.
saves. Roll your Dex saves.
ugh,
Ooh, that's gonna be good.
14.
14.
Ooh,
19.
that's 15.
All right, cool. Both you, all three of you, like at the last second, see this huge club come flying at you right now, and you like just duck under it at the last second. It like hits the wall and nearly hits the bunch of people behind you, But all of a sudden you just hear a voice like, "Get out! Leave me alone!" It's like very deep bass. I'm very.
Scartooth?
You hear him go,
Snaggletooth?
you hear him go like, you hear,
Scarface?
"Who's there? Who's there?"
Derek?
Do we see him?
Trickery's just gonna throw names out.
All of a sudden you kind of like see this like dragonborn kind of come stumbling out of like the darkness.
Oh, the Dragon Ball that hated my guts.
And yeah, he literally sees you and he's like, "Of all the people." And like,
Shit.
the three of you that are at the front can kind of see he is like bleeding a lot out of like just underneath the armor, underneath like his pecs. And there's just like bits of chunk kind of like his scales are kind of like a lot of them are off his face and you can see like bare skin.
All right.
Preston takes a few steps forward and he says, "Do you need help? We can help. Tend to your wounds."
No. We need to rescue everybody. I ran in after I woke back up.
On your own? That's a bit silly.
There was nobody else. The dwarf was looking after the kids, and I just went in to see if I could get them. He's like struggling to kind of stand up. You see him kind of like nearly fall back, and he kind of like props himself up against like the cave wall a bit.
Can I, because I'm trained in medicine, can I try to like tend to his wounds, even just to stabilize him or something?
Yeah, if you want to. It's gonna take a while.
It's all right, Presto. I got this, mate. I'm gonna walk up to him and I'm gonna spend a second level spell slot, which is sort of kind of all I got left right now.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna hit him with a cure wounds, but it'll do. Hang on, what am I looking at? It'll be a 2d8 healing.
8. Damn.
Do you want me to roll that or?
No, I can roll it.
Alright.
That sucks. And an 8. Damn.
Yeah, Alex, that sucks.
I open my bag and I pull out a potion of healing and go, yeah, nah, and put it back in.
Dirty. Oh, plus your spell ability modifier, so he gets like another 4 on top of that.
4 on top of that. Damn. All right, so he gets 18 health back.
So who else is in here, mate?
He goes, I haven't seen anyone. I got about this far. I got to the first fork, and then there was a bunch of zombies on the outside. A bunch of them stayed, but a whole bunch followed me in here. I as you can see, I've got as many as I could, but they just kept coming and coming until I like literally had to build this barrier to stop them coming. And then eventually they kind of floated. They trawled back off into the cave.
Can I look behind him, see if there's anything there?
The path leads just a little bit past him, and all of a sudden, and splits into like a left and a right path.
Of course it does.
And it both the single track that's the minecart track that's leading in splits and goes both ways.
Of course.
So
Ay, caramba.
So yeah, now it's like splitting in the middle there. So this is kind of where you guys are going. I'll do a little map for you.
Looks like you draw me a flower.
Like, again, NATO.
Hey?
NATO really wants us to split up.
No, I don't.
Okay.
Lies. So much
Mate,
secrets and lies.
No,
Did you feel like a pulse of dark energy burst through this cavern at all?
no, I didn't feel anything come from this way. This is why I kind of retreated into here for the moment. And it seemed like once I got far enough in here, the zombies kind of left me alone.
Does he have anything valuable on him?
Oh.
Oh my god.
No, he really doesn't. He has like robes, kind of like nice cloth robes on him. They're a bit of like tattered and torn and like dirty, but they look very nice. He looks exactly like he looks like he has minimalistic stuff on him. at the
Okay.
moment. But you do notice his like knuckles are like just beaten to hell.
Wait, did he punch them?
Oh, he's a monk.
So what are you guys doing?
What?
You have
I'm just gonna leave the dragon fuck and keep walking towards the fork in the road and start investigating.
I look at the Dragonborn and I just say, we could really use your help. We could use all the help we could get to save these people.
Yeah, I know. And he like puts his hand. He's still like still rough, but he's not like dying now. Technically, he's still kind of holding like the wound on his on like just underneath his armor. It doesn't seem to be bleeding anymore, and it seems like partly healed.
Actually, what's Zane's reaction to seeing his colleague?
He's mid climbing over the bodies at the moment. What's the rest of you guys doing? Because only technically the three of them went over the pile.
Oh.
Well, didn't Dazza just cast Cure Wound, so he had to climb up and touch him?
Hi. Sorry.
Alright.
I should have specified. But
No, that's all right. All right. Yeah, we'll just say like everybody's kind of thing, and then literally like as enough light kind of shines at him, like Zane just like runs up and like just hugs him, and he goes, "Terra, Jesus, I thought you were dead, man." He's like, "Fuck, look, I'm gonna be dead if you don't let go of me, you idiot." And then he like, Zane kind of lets go of him for a second, and he's just like, "Where the fuck is everybody?" He's like, "Look, I literally just said I don't know where anyone is." He's and like Zane's like, you see like even in the darkness a bit of like, because he's just so like frantic, but he's like embarrassed now. He's like a bit of like red faced and just like yeah. And then he kind of turns to you guys and he goes like, "So what do we do now?"
We have to keep going. We have to see if we can find these people.
All right, so do you guys want to keep heading further down the set?
I'm already at the fork.
All right, so you guys,
we're going to
Trickery's
the
at the fork. Preston, are you there?
Yeah, I'm there.
All right. What's the rest of you guys doing? Desk?
Yeah,
what are you doing at the moment?
Just kind of walking around, looking around, trying to still search for my dagger.
Actually, yeah, give me a perception roll.
Perception.
Wow.
Yeah, that was really good.
23.
Jesus. All right, you definitely notice. You didn't notice early on in this cave, whether you didn't see it or there was just nothing on the walls, but some of the, like, there's nearly, you wouldn't notice unless you were really looking for it, but how the cave walls are kind of, like, shaped, they are nearly look like symbols. Similar to stuff you'd read in text, where, like, how they've carved this wall a bit. It looks similar. You don't know why, but for some reason down this path, the walls, whether they're like, it's nearly like a what are they called? Those bloody things that you got to go cross-eyed to kind of see and stuff, like nearly kind of that kind of concept where, like, unless you're really looking at the wall, you don't notice it, but it seems to be like, yeah, very similar to like sketches you've seen in like the ancient texts that you've been going through.
Okay. So I noticed that there's a pattern going on almost by the roof line or the ceiling line. And there's a pattern. Every 5 feet, you see a little square with a triangle inside.
Yep.
And there's 5 of them. And they look like they could be either punched or moved around.
Yeah.
So almost like if you could jump or throw some sort of, like a rock or a lance.
Yeah. Are you going to try anything with them, or you just have noticed them?
I just noticed them.
Yep.
And I'm trying to figure out to see if anybody can help me. Which ones out of the 5 have actually been moved?
None of them.
None of them. Nice.
Is this something that like an Arcana check and?
The 2 magic guys already walked off.
Yeah.
Well, good
they're not
one.
with you at the moment.
All right, so I know that they must be moved. So I have a club with me, so I try to bash all of them.
Oh god! So you just all of a outside start bashing the
Yeah,
walls?
exactly.
He's a rock man. He can do whatever he wants.
Bish, you're still with him. Dazza, you're still with him, and Trickery. You all of a sudden see this Gensai behind you start like cracking the wall a bit with his club.
What are you doing?
Finding a way out of here.
We can
That
just go
way?
the way we came.
Well, I'm just looking for my stuff.
Okay.
The obsidian dagger, right?
Yeah.
I'm sorry, did someone say obsidian?
What's
Yes.
going on back there?
This priest dude in the cat suit is hitting the walls.
I kind of look down at the boy and I tell him, okay, wait here. I want to climb back over NATO and go help him. That sounds like fun.
Discretion, I want to be involved.
All right, what were you gonna say, Daz?
Can I investigate these walls?
Yeah, okay.
Where
Give
is
me
investigate?
give me an investigation check.
Oh, one sec. I gotta find my. Ooh, 21.
Oh, beautiful.
Ooh.
Yeah, you all of a sudden you do notice that this part of the tunnel isn't naturally formed. This is like it's made to look like it's a cavern, but somebody has man-made or magic-made and all of a sudden you see that he's like desk is like trying to like hit something that you can kind of notice doesn't seem like it should be there.
You know what I've noticed, guys? This section here doesn't look like it's naturally formed. It's like man made this part here. So
It's not a load-bearing wall.
nah, it's not a load bearing wall, mate. It's not. It's not. And it looks like Deska is trying to figure out what is it, like a puzzle or something?
Yeah, that's
It's
pretty.
like trying to figure out. A
Actually, yeah,
puzzle.
with your high enough a roll, yeah, you can definitely tell that like something. It's like nearly like a weird rock keypad.
Control delete.
Alt F4.
You can actually tell that like with the squares, there's like it looks like an accident with the carving, but with the you with your like advanced skills in this kind of stuff, you can tell that each one has like an X amount of error on the carving. So like one has only just like one wrong kind of carved bit into it, another one has like 2, and another one has 3, and another one has 4, and another one has like 5.
Huh. Can I just like hit them in sequence?
Yep. Nothing happens when you seem to do it.
Okay.
But you
I hate
like Desk, you see him try and hit them in a certain order.
How many were there again?
5.
5.
And there's nothing different about them.
No, only Daz's eye is now picking up the errors in them.
Oh wait, so the rest of us, we're just still seeing them hit walls?
Yeah, pretty much.
I was gonna say, have I made it over this big thing and come
Yeah,
back?
yeah.
Have I-
You just see them hitting a wall.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, I did explain that there's like a rock puzzle or something here.
Oh, well, I'll get out my warhammer and tell him move.
Oh,
what do I see, NATO?
You see nothing. It looks just like a wall to you.
Okay, move. And I just swing my warhammer towards it.
It just goes. Yeah, nothing seems to be happening.
I'm gonna start chewing on a piece of fucking jerky. I don't know what's going on.
So I just see a wall. Is this just a wall, NATO?
Yeah, it really is. It's only when you look at it from certain angles and you know what you're looking for that you can kind of gather. And it's because like Deska has been like seeing this in previous thing in like text and tablets and all that, and then Dazza has the previous knowledge of like crafting and all that. That like people hit
I've
that.
actually got stone cutting as a skill, which is kind of funny.
Yeah.
So, Tesco, what are you seeing that I don't see here? What is this?
It's just a 5 squares with each one has a triangle inside.
Hmm.
And I know there's something behind it. but I can't-
Triangles. Okay.
Can I hear this?
The shapes,
Where I
Oz.
am?
Shapes.
Shapes.
Or am I-
Like
I-
pizza.
Like
I don't know. Were you paying too much attention to like the paths, or have you seen Oz gone back trickery?
Well, I think me and Preston were just investigating up ahead at the fork, weren't we?
Yeah. All right. So you two are still kind of busy looking down each path.
Can you guys like draw on the ground what you guys are seeing that we're not seeing?
Sure.
Yeah. So Dad just kind of points it out that it's just like it's 5 squares with a triangle in the middle of them.
5 squares.
I mean, I wish there was some way that us.
Nato,
could-
draw
we
it for
could
me, yeah?
be, Like.
It's some kind of visual representation.
Can you? Yeah. Do the triangles point in a direction? Is what I wanted to ask.
No.
That's a rectangle, Nato.
Yeah, I
but
know. I
anyway.
know. They're just
Restart.
like they're just like that, but like you can only see them if you looked at like certain angles. That you can like you see one square, and then you have to look at another angle to
Oh.
see another square, and kind of stuff like that.
Okay.
Hmm.
So can I walk to the left a little bit, Nato?
Yeah.
What do I say?
You still you have to have a trained eye to really see it. Dazza
Okay.
kind of has to take your hand and kind of like
Well, I'm a soldier.
yeah, but you are not like an archaeologist or
And you never will be.
Fair enough.
yeah.
Throw the midget at it. See if
Uh,
that works.
Deska, what have you been doing? Because like after you saw kind of Daz hit them in a certain order, what do you want to do? Do you want to try that order or?
Proficiency. Huh.
Yeah, you.
Saving throw.
You know what? I'm gonna just bust out like a little Bible-looking thing that I have and just pray and see if I can open it.
All right. As you kind of like pray from like some text that you kind of saw that was nearly something to do with this, all of a sudden Daz's kind of weapon glows a bit.
Oh.
I have a weapon.
Whatever you had in your hand that like knocked on the.
Oh, I probably just would have picked up a stick. I actually don't have any melee weapons.
Okay. Whatever you had in your hand to press the button, even your
It's a
hands. Sorry.
stick.
Whatever touched the buttons is now glowing.
All right.
That's what happens when you play with yourself too much.
Ooh, you go blind.
Hey, Nato.
Yep.
Can I use danger sense?
You don't sense anything around here at the moment.
Okay.
So does okay? Let's just say I got a stick and it's glowing now, right?
Yep.
Okay. So does it like glow any less or any more depending on which one I hover over?
Nope. It's just glowing all of a
It's just
sudden.
glowing.
Yep.
Okay. I'm gonna tap them in sequence like I did before.
All of a sudden they all kind of click in.
Oh.
With everyone you touched, it clicks in. And then all of a sudden, Trickery and Preston hear, like, moving rock down both tunnels, left and right.
Do you hear? Oh, he's not here.
He's already gone down the tunnel.
You guys, the rest of the party, will
Preston, where'd you go?
you guys hear, like, the wall behind those buttons kind of move and, like, something is happening behind there, but nothing seems to be the stick stops glowing for and then you sort of hear the echoes of stuff moving down the cavern in front ahead of you guys.
Huh.
Well, that sounds like it did something.
Eh.
What did you
Can
guys
we
do?
tell what happened? Like, does it look like either of those paths closed off at all?
Nope.
Oh, okay.
So
So I've opened up a new path.
No. Just made lots of noise down both paths.
Okay.
But nothing happened to the wall?
Nope.
Hey. Okay.
So you guys just played a magical game of Simon Says.
Pretty much.
It's like that Bop It game.
Yeah.
Pop it.
You know
So
what?
much
This has been fun.
Do it.
This has been great. I've had a great time here tonight, but I think I'm going to go. Have a good night, everybody. And I take off and I'll go back to Trickery and Preston.
All right. So what are you doing with the two paths?
Looking at him.
Like, I guess we just go down.
Can I perceive or
They look
see?
like in this sense they look fucking exactly the same. They look like mirror images of each other.
Oh,
Each bar.
mirror images.
They're only smoke and mirrors.
Mirrors.
All right, hold on a second. I'll get my orb out.
Yep.
What am I thinking of?
10.
Damn it.
I'm thinking of.
Margaret Thatcher Corner.
No, you know what? Yeah, you know what? Actually, let me think
Baseball,
of. I want to try something. No, I want to try something here. Let me think of the Oasis pyramid. Nato.
Yep.
Let go.
It floats back towards you.
Okay.
Like
Okay,
it floats
You
behind
are
you.
the pyramid.
So behind me. Okay, I'll grab it again.
Yep.
I'm thinking. What was it again? That I was thinking of before trickery.
The red wizard.
Okay, I think of the red wizard
It floats behind you.
again.
Yeah.
Okay, I grab it again. So it's not here.
But then,
Sure,
just
video
as you
back.
go to grab it, it kind of floats in front of you as well.
Oh motherfucker!
God damn it.
Wait, in front of me in which way? Which direction, Nato?
It just floats to the middle of the two paths.
Of course it bloody does.
Yeah, I grab it and I put it back in my bag.
Look, there's a reason why I'm doing what you're doing, what I'm
Okay,
doing to your orb. All right.
Yeah.
Can I get like a really good look at both of those paths?
Yep.
Can I?
As
I'll
I
bear
said,
back
there
on.
is absolutely no fucking difference. Even the tracks look the same to each
Can
other.
I look at the roof?
The roof, yeah, it's a kind of like standard kind of cave. It has like a few bit of like stag tights, I think, other ones that come from the roof. But apart from that, there's just a standard kind of nearly limestoney kind of rock above your head.
Ooh, flying.
My favorite flavor, plain.
Would you say that both of the paths look identical?
Yes.
Like, as in, like, okay, specifically, I want to know if they're like mirrored images of each other.
Pretty much, because they both seem to curve at a certain point, and they both curve at the exact same time.
Do they curve outwards or inwards?
Inwards.
Ooh, they both go the same spot. I don't know. I'm actually making shit up.
All right.
Sorry, dogs going crazy outside.
That was the best.
The mirror image, but they all go. The paths all lead inwards.
Hey, Deska, didn't
Yes.
you say that your deity mate is like some sort of mirror god of some kind?
Yes, I did.
Are you? Can you shed any light on this? Because this seems a little bit too coincidental, if you know what I mean.
So he's called the enemy of both sides. The
Okay.
legend has it that whether you go to the left or to the right side of anything, you need to attack it with the same amount of force. Because if you send all your power to one side, it's just going to hit you on the other side with the same amount of force. So you need to attack on both sides with the equal force.
I don't want to split
What
up.
you're saying is we have to split up,
No,
and we have to
like-
attack this with equal force on both sides.
That's what the legend said.
Let's do it, guys.
What? What are we gonna do?
How many of us? There's like 8 of us right now. Let's go.
There's perfectly 6.
Oh, but don't we have 2 NPCs with us?
You sure
Actually,
do.
3 NPCs. technically.
Aw.
There's 4
God damn it.
NPCs.
Oh, you.
Oh.
Do you come with the car?
So what are you guys doing?
Don't ask me. I'm just a girl.
So we have to split up. Is that what you're saying?
It sounds like it.
I think it's worth a go.
So who's going with who?
Um,
I say Trickery and I should split up so we have someone with arcane knowledge on each side.
No, baby, don't leave me.
I think Oz and Bish should split up because they're
Yes.
physical powerhouses, and we need them to protect me. And
The truth comes out.
I'm just gonna start walking down the right path.
All right.
all right, and Preston goes to the left.
I'm gonna follow Presto.
All right, I'm going with. No, fuck it. I'm going Preston.
All right, so down the left path we have Preston, Daz, and Oz already, and Trickery's gone down the right path.
Come with us, bish. Fuck him.
She starts heading towards the left path to go with Oz.
Yeah.
But then she like rolls
Flips
her
in the
eyes and goes to the right.
All right.
Where are you going?
To the right. All right.
To the right, to the right.
No, not all right, about half right, and then half left.
Oh yeah, presto, mate.
Yeah.
Can you do that funky stuff you did with the cable, the wire, and maybe get some communications happening?
Oh, between. Oh, good
Yeah,
idea.
yeah. What you did before?
Walkie-talkies.
Yeah, so we're gonna at least.
Just a quick question. What do you want to do with Terra and Zane and Arthur?
Oh shit. Well, Arthur's with me. He can't.
Okay. Do you
Arthur's
want
with
do you
Dad.
want them to stay at the point at the fork, or do you want them to come with you?
We get them to split up.
Okay.
We get Zane to go with Trickery and Terra to come with us.
Zara and Terra.
Arthur doesn't
You got
count. He's
Zane.
practically attached to me right
Worst
now.
part.
Yeah, well, Terra doesn't like Trickery, so I don't imagine that goes too well.
But I don't like.
We don't like Zane.
Well, then they both come with me. Fuck you then.
All right, we'll take the little shit and make sure it doesn't come back.
Yeah.
I don't trust him with you.
Yeah.
All right. So
sorry.
Arthur's with you guys.
Arthur's with me. He doesn't go anywhere.
Aw.
Oh, little matey.
Arthur.
He's with
I was
me.
gonna
All right,
sacrifice.
and so
him.
Terra's gone down the left path, and Zane's down the right path. Yes.
Sure.
Yep.
Okay.
All right. So both parties are moving down the path at the same time. All of a sudden, you guys hit a point, and you hear a click, like something clicks in the walls.
Click.
Go the shears, boys. Click.
And that's it. You just hear a click all of a sudden, and that was it.
Does the path still continue?
Oh, was it? Okay, never mind.
I was gonna say I continue down the path.
Okay, cool. Both teams kind of go down each path. The what's it called? The minecart track is still underneath you guys' feet until you get to a point where both parties. So it gets around to a point. It's forks again on both.
Fucking kidding.
Oh,
All right. Just hold on, everybody. All right. So the left team. Down the left path, it seems to lead into a room, while the right path continues on and the track just keeps going around. On the right path has a right room as well. And the left track heads, the minecart track keeps moving around.
Preston pulls out the copper wire, and he points it in the like he turns to his like east side.
Yep.
And then he just says, "Trickery, can you hear me? You can reply to this message."
Tricker's just like looking around. All of a sudden, he hears a voice again.
Trickery looks to the west side.
It's happening again.
Oh god.
Bish puts her hands in her head, just like, what the fuck? Why am I here? Why am I with the loonies?
Trickery.
Daddy?
What? No, it's Preston.
Baby?
What? No, it's no. We've come up to another fork in the road. What do you see?
Yeah.
What?
I put away my copper wire.
All right.
I turn back to Oz and Daz, and I'm like, I think we're on our own.
All right. So left team. Yeah. What do you want to do? There's a room to your left, and a path continues right.
Well, the way I see it is if we go into the room, we can have a look into the room, see if we can find any clues or anything, and then continue
All
down
right,
the
move.
path.
I open the door.
There's no door. It's just a room.
Oh, sorry. I thought it
There's
was
no door anymore because Oz fucking smashed.
just walks through. Just doesn't even turn it up. Just.
Yeah. So you walk into the room, and who's on each team? Beautiful. All right. So there's fucking person that will know on each team. Good. I don't have to fucking get used to roll. So Daz, as you walk into the room, you can tell this is nearly like an Aztecian theme. Kind of like how the wall is carved. It no longer looks like what you perceived as a man-made, like, to look like a cave. This is literally like something has carved a beautiful kind of room in like setting into this like cliff wall now, like deep inside the mountains.
So you're saying this is like just a man-made constructed room
Yep.
with very obvious like
Yes.
ancient markings.
Yeah, as you look
break room.
in front of you, there is like a little
Smoker room.
there's
The
a-
fucking smoker room.
There's a little pedestal, and they look very similar to, where is the goddamn cloth?
It's a vending machine.
Yep.
It's a
Get a
group
Kit
room.
Kat.
I can get a pack of diaries.
No, it has. If
Mr. Simpson, are you holding the can?
looking from the top, Jesus, looking from the top down, it looks like the exact same cubes that were on the wall, but there's an actual statue standing on it.
Oh no.
Oh god damn it!
Oh, hang on, you don't have to.
Oh, son of a bitch.
Son of a bitch. Okay, what's the statue?
It looks like a half human, half jaguar kind of person.
Statue of NATO.
I wish I looked half jaguar. That'd be sick.
Hmm.
Preston and Oz, you both
Yeah.
see this as well.
Okay, can I roll?
Try the message thing with someone else.
Can I roll like an investigation to see if I can see anything?
Yeah.
20. Not in
Uh,
that 20.
You notice there's like scratch marks leading from the statue, like behind, like scratch marks kind of leading that way from the statue, like behind it. So you guys have walked into the room this side. The statue's up here. I'll switch it to the other form so people watching can see as well. So yeah, you've like walked in, the three of you there, and then there's scratch marks kind of leading this way away from the statue.
Mm-hmm.
Preston just kind of like points at it and he goes, "Oh, do you guys see those scratch marks? Do you think maybe it's pointing or trying to direct us somewhere?"
Do they look like scratch marks or do they look like drag marks, NATO?
Make an investigation check.
Okay.
The answer is yes.
Okay, investigation. That's a 0.
Oh,
You have no idea.
Cool. Natural 1. Minus
All
1.
right, we're gonna leave you guys looking at that, and we're gonna switch to team 2. So Trickery, Bish, and Deska and Zane as well. You've got to your junction now, and yeah, you see to the right of you there is like a little room, and the left path kind of keeps just going on with the mining tracks.
Preston, where'd you go? Preston, hello.
Trickery.
What? Wait, so
You're
yep.
on the other pathway. Who are you talking to?
I could hear his voice in my head again. It was like before. It was weird.
What's with this room?
I don't know. Can I see anything valuable in the room?
Oh my God.
No, you just see a huge statue.
Oh, so we see that straight away. Okay.
Well, he's
Alright.
look, he's
I
paying.
have a keener eye than most.
Yeah, he has more of a keen eye where he's like looking for something priceless, and he notices the statue like instantly, and he's like, it doesn't look expensive.
Well, if
Yeah.
he's gone in, I guess I've gone in as well. Anyway.
Alright.
I use my globe to light the room up nicely so we can investigate properly.
Yeah, it actually is strangely lit, and you don't understand why. You don't
Lit.
see a source that's lit, like lighting the room, but yeah, it's really lit up. Deska, have you walked into the room yet?
Yes.
You instantly notice everything in this room. Like the carvings look, like so much of this looks like everything from text you have seen.
It does. But now I'm wondering what the other group is doing and if trying to figure out is there a way I can get in touch with them.
Mm.
If only there was some kind of spell that someone used.
I wonder, have you got message by any
No,
chance?
No, I do not.
No, desk.
Oh,
Do you have message?
Is one of your
It's a
spells?
spell.
No.
No.
No. All right.
GG, boys.
You guys are on your own. I told you, bitch.
I did not want to go this way.
Well, you had a little bit of guilt in you, and you're like, "Aw."
Damn it, stupid freaking heart. What's it good for? All right, so we investigate the room.
Mm-hmm. You.
wait, we got the dragon board. No, we got the Zane with us. Don't
Yeah,
we?
you
we've
got
got the
Zane.
fucking boy band.
Yeah.
So we see the statue. Do we see anything around the statue?
Do you want to
Maybe
roll an
some, like,
investigation
okay,
check?
okay.
Anyone in the room?
Certainly.
Zane comes out of the back of the statue. Oh my God,
Always
we're
go
back
left.
again.
I only got a 5.
Let's
Sorry, and I punched the mic at the same time.
What are we using? Investigation or
Aw.
perception?
I got a 20.
Natural 20.
Natural 20. Who got the natural 20?
Sure.
Tuffy.
That's
Desk.
Would
Okay, no, if Desk, no, this is good. If Desk has got the natural 20, this is real good. You notice the scratch marks and the drag marks as well, but you notice the way you pull it over to, it has like just pretend these are like the stones kind of carved into the ground. It has like more of an indent leading up to where the drag marks end.
like there's a wall behind it?
No. It's like, you know, like if just pretend like the tiles are like grouted. They're not grouted because it's all that. But in like where the drag marks lead up to it, it's more like indented, like the grout's kind of missing out of that area.
Oh.
So there's a dent in the ground.
Mm.
So it's almost like we should possibly put something in that dent in the ground. Maybe something heavy like a statue.
Maybe.
Zane, go stand in the dent in the ground.
So Zane goes and stands over there and nothing happens.
Fuck, he's obedient.
Well, he's just kind of trying to figure it out with you guys as well. He's like, oh yeah, okay, I'll go stand over here.
Damn it, Zane, you did it wrong. Let's try pushing this statue off this thing.
All right.
All right, so you guys grab your statue and kind of like start pushing it. And you know what? For comic reasons, give me a strength roll, the three of you.
Aw,
Yeah.
You mean with my 19 strength?
Oh.
Oh wow.
11.
That would be total of... Wait, so is it just a straight strength roll?
Yep.
That would be 17.
Okay. Ooh, okay. Bish.
Bish,
10.
please.
Because I got me gloves.
10.
10. Beautiful. And Deska.
11.
11. Okay, this is real good. You guys are like absolutely struggling to push this at the moment.
Oh.
It takes you a good couple of minutes to kind of push.
Zane, give us a hand.
Push it over there. Yeah, Zane's over there trying to push as well, but he is a very dexterous man, but he is not a strength-based man. So he's,
Zane, what good are you?
He doesn't want to chip his nails.
Mhm.
so he's kind of pushing it as well. It takes you a good like 10 minutes to kind of push it over.
Holy crap!
Yeah,
But I'm gonna start doing
it's-
some art for us.
It's not moving whatsoever for you. All right. As you kind of get it into that kind of grout section, it nearly feels like it drops just like the tiniest, like nearly a centimeter down, and you just hear a click. All right, we'll leave that and head straight back over to the other team. What are you guys
We're
doing?
gonna need a fucking rest after that.
I want. Sorry. Can I give the room another investigation?
Yeah, go for it. What are you
Alright,
looking for?
I want to have a better look at those marks on the floor.
Okay.
Investigation check.
Oh, I got a 10.
Nah, it could because you're specifically looking for this. That's why I've always said as a DM, if you give me more of a detailed thing, I lower the kind of DC for what you got to roll for. So yeah, 10's just enough because you already know what you're looking for at the moment, and yeah, you kind of see the same thing where like it's indent where like it leads up to, And with your kind of like stoneworking knowledge, you definitely know that something fits in here, and you can kind of gather pretty easily that the statue would probably fit perfectly into the square that's like set up at the moment.
Hey guys, if my history of interior design has taught me anything, it's that this statue fits perfectly in that little crevice over there.
Okay, well, how are we gonna move the statue?
Well, I guess we get
Have
a
to
bit
push
of
it.
heat, don't we? I'll tell you what, I'll just whip out some hockey straps and I'll hanging onto the back of my ute and give us a sec.
What the hell is
Oh, mate, like where I'm from, we got them all over the place. It's like a carriage, but like with a big flat bed on the back for like heaps of shit.
Wow. So you can take this wherever you like and sleep inside it.
Yeah, mate. If you want to put a mattress on the back or something,
That'd
you
be
can go to the drive-in movies. With
That would be great for prostitution.
Oh, mate, you haven't seen the Sheilas from where I'm from,
Mate.
Oh, Jesus. So you guys want to try moving the statue then?
Can I hit everyone up with a bit of guidance?
Yes.
So guidance just gives you like a D4 on an ability check, check.
All right. I need everybody to give me the strength throws to kind of push this statue.
My favorite.
Wait, what was it? An ability throw?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So add a D4 to it as well.
Let's just say Terra's not helping out at the moment. He rolled a 2.
Yes, natural 20.
So I'm adding a D4.
Yeah, add a D4.
All right. So with the D4, I got oh wait. What's my strength? It's a -1. It's an 8.
Jesus. All right. This takes you probably about the same amount of time, and now you've ruined one of my funny storytelling things that I was going to do. But whatever.
sorry.
Oh.
Sorry, NATO.
I was hoping one of you would succeed really well, and then like would push the thing over like instantly.
Wait a minute,
and
hold
then-
on. Wait, stop, NATO. I got a natural 20.
Yeah, I know, and one of them got a 2, and one of them got a 7. So it
I
kind
hate
of
you
I
both.
got an 8. Thank you very much.
yeah.
I got a 16, guys.
Yeah, it was a
Oh,
ratio of
okay.
how many people succeeded and how many people failed. That's how
Oh,
quickly.
well,
yeah, so
okay, well.
yeah, it takes you probably about another 10 minutes of the same. And yeah, you click it in there and you hear a click, and then all of a sudden you hear the statue all of a sudden like the ground raises up a bit. And the statue's leg moves and it steps off the pedestal and steps down in front of you. This is happening to both teams. Both statues draw their weapons and take a battle stance, and that's where we'll leave it for tonight.
Oh, NATO, we still got 30 minutes.
No,
Oh.
we won't fit a whole battle into 30 minutes, so
Okay.
we'll
fair enough.
Not with
pause it
two-
here.
Not with 2 split teams as well.
Yeah.
This sucks.
Also, can confirm this is apparently meant to be a battle, based on what I said.
Yeah.
Well, shit.
There we go. How was everybody? Everybody good?
I feel disappointed. No, that was good. man.
Nato's Dash's balls have been tickled, and he wants some of that juicy.
Oh, oh, Kaz just came and raided just as we finished up.
You're kidding me.
Oh.
God damn.
Well, I'll say a quick welcome to everybody here from Kaz's stream. We love you lots. This is our beautiful D&D team. We have me, the DM. We have a beautiful guest, Pedro. How long is he going to be here for the next one, Ali?
When's the next one?
I don't know. Maybe next week or the week after.
Can we do it next week?
We can if Pedro's not going to be here for the week after. If everyone's free.
I'm free.
Yeah. All right. We'll work this up over. We'll work it off stream. But yes. So I am your DM. We have the good Alex as Dazza. We have the beautiful Andrew as Preston. We have Ali as Bish. We have Ben. No, sorry. We have Dash as Oz, and we have Benny as Trickery. But this is unfortunately where we were summing up as well. So I apologize.
Good job, Kaz.
But yeah, we usually do D&D here every kind of second Thursday. We try to do it weekly if we can, but we usually end up doing every second week. But yes. Also, you can always find me at IKnowNado on the internet. I do a whole bunch of other podcasts. Go check them out through my Twitter. I can't be self-plugging at all, but...
I know NATO.
Yes, go check out IKnowNado. Andrew, where can the people beautiful find you and your products?
You can find me personally at aclay1788 on Instagram and Twitter, but you can find Alex and myself doing a podcast and just talking shit about whatever we want at a couple of NPCs on all things social media, Twitch, YouTube, and all that good shit.
Speaking of Alex, where can they find you personally?
You can find me personally at BlueShift77 on Instagram and Twitter as well.
Beautiful. Who do I want to go first from the 8-Bit Collective? I'm going to go Ali, because she's up on the first on the Hangout anyway. So Ali, where can they find you and your products?
Well, they can find me personally at Miss Ali Hart, and they can also hear me on the Hungry Gamers podcast, a part of the 8-Bit Collective.
Dash, where can they find you and everything, you beautiful things you do?
You can find me over on Twitter at Dash Gamers. You can find me podcasting with Buddy Watson at soundcloud.com/Dash Culture, and also my boy Holmesy, who is on Twitch, twitch.tv/Holmesy5. You can also find us on soundcloud.com/Dash and Holmesy.
Beautiful. And
Mixer.
Mixer.com/Dash Gamer. Yeah.
Jesus, forgetting the Mixer plugs. And
Sorry.
Benny, where can they find you?
Find me all things 8-Bit, host of 8-Bit Mania, and also co-host on the Flashpoint podcast. Catch me on Twitter at thespawny13, and running the 8-Bit socials as well.
Beautiful. Petra, is there anything social media you want to plug? I might as well just check.
Sure. Find me on Instagram at elpeets. That's ELPETES. And thank you for popping my D&D cherry.
Aww.
Oh,
I'm glad you had a good time.
Really good, man. You were awesome. I was like, has this dude played before? I'm like, dude.
Yeah, giving off those seasoned veteran vibes.
All right, we'll leave the beautiful stream here. We love you all. Come back and check us out. Give a follow, or follow me on Twitter, and for the next time we're playing, and I stream a little bit here and blah blah blah. So go check us all out. Until next time, goodbye. We love you lots.
Bye. Hashtag stay hungry.
Hashtag can't get enough of your love, baby.
NPC you later.